everyone, if you didn't know how the Global Language Monitor actually did the survey, who was surprised that Singapore came in before Tokyo? Okay, on top of Tokyo.
Well,
if you didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah, if you didn't know how they rated, the survey.
They're surprised.
Everyone was surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised?
I'm not surprised because if you look at the average person that buys clothing in Tokyo, they're not all the Harajuku and the fashionable ones. Most of the country is still very conservative. Most people don't look at it that way.
There's a difference.
But you look in the States also. It's only New York, LA, and Miami that's fashionable.
Sure.
The rest of them, yes, they buy clothing, but they buy clothes. They don't buy fashion. Like Kid was saying that it's not a race. It's not, because if you look back at Japan, the big wave of Japanese designers was in the 80s. What has happened after that is the rest of them just rode on the coattails of the first few that went to Paris at the beginning. They were the pioneers. Singapore is in that position right now, and it's going to take maybe 10, 20 years from now before that set will be ready to go overseas.
You guys all have a theory on why we probably beat Japan in terms of buzz. So what's the theory?
They had problems to worry about this year.
Funny.
Yeah, they
were all wearing
survival
radiation suits. so when the reporter went there, my God, no one's stylish here. They're all wearing yellow suits. I mean, they had a couple of disasters. But I mean, I think, again, back to your...
But they ranked 14 last year.
They were ranked.
They actually went up. We're still below Singapore.
Maybe because of Uniqlo's spoke a few words.
So
So you think Tokyo is losing its edge, you think?
they're in a recession as well, so it's kind of tough.
But then saying that, it's because of the deep recession that happened to Japan long ago that made the Japanese even more creative. And that's I mean, I really believe that creativity gets from nothing,
I think what they're going to do is now to promote themselves outside the country where they can get more exposure.
Well, we definitely
Yeah.
love to work with Tokyo or in Japan. I think they have a lot of real creative designers. I mean, they're inspiring.
How many were from
We're
Tokyo?
talking to them about this year, but the media came last year, and the media that came were extremely excited and supportive to be in Singapore. In a way, this goes back to what you asked about Tokyo. Were we surprised that we were ahead of Tokyo? In some ways, yes. Even I was surprised at how fast we progressed. 20, 15, 8. Not so much surprised as I think, that we're there, but at how fast it was. I think that to have got to where we've got in the last 2 years, it's very encouraging, and I think it's I can't wait to see what's going to come next.
But we have been there. In the early days, in the 80s, we were Asia's best. All our agency, our fashion designers, our local designers and all that, we were at the top. So I think, we are able to make the comeback. And it's the collaboration between the media, the advertisers, the dollars and cents as well, and also making spaces available and affordable. And I think to bring everything together, calling the agencies, the government, the public sector as well, all of us,
I think Chingay should be a fashion parade.
Tell you what. So I'm so proud of Singapore in so many things, right?
That's why you're back here, right?
And everything about Singapore is making me feel like I've chosen the right place to live in. But then when you actually look at the people, the city in London or New York or Tokyo, yes, they may not be fashionable, but they're very, they're
Stylish.
Conservatively stylish.
Evolving.
And it's evolving. I mean, it's getting there.
So that's why I'm yes, I am surprised, but pleasantly surprised. I'm glad we're on the right path. At the end of the day, fashion is an education.
The next question is, what's the media going to do to promote it?
Can I get a full plate?
It's back at you guys. Yes, I'd love to see more men
the
like
entire
you guys.
discussion today, right? Are you all convinced that we are fashion capital, this camp, the dissidents?
I'm sure we will, because it is setting the world abuzz.
It is a concerted
supporting
effort
it.
between the industry, the private sector, the public sector. I mean, STB, Spring, plus everyone here playing their part, doing their thing. I think it's all helped really to increase our voice in the world of fashion.
But I was surprised,
It's definitely trending.
Just how fast it was, perhaps. But did you know we went from 20 to 15 to 8?
Don't care. I'm still surprised.
On that note, I guess maybe everyone's appealing that our new government and new president will pay more attention to fashion.
Back home.
All right.
Thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. Thank you.
Thank you.